Good morning, everybody. Doom literally just crashed right when I like switched over to gameplay, so you guys could see it. So that's cool. Play. I don't want to update the drivers because I heard that makes it crash more. How's it going, everybody? What's up, Karma? How you doing? You know I'm doing good. Ideally, the game will not crash this time. Alive. You know, sometimes it's all you can ask for. Okay, hopefully Doom will not crash now and we can play the game and have a fun time. Fuck id. What did they do? I'm sure it's justified, don't get me wrong. Alright, Frosty's asking, often wished upon as they streak across the night sky, what's a more scientific term for a shooting star or falling star? That's a comet. Also, what's up, Deus? How you doing? They fucked Mick Gordon? I don't know who that is. Mario Galaxy.
The ships are refueling, sire. We should be ready to leave as soon as the cruisers are done loading.
Very good. Get to your ship. I thought you left for the command station. Everyone is evacuating.
So you are holding on to it.
Don't bruh me.
Until we get to the location. A new vault is being built.
Then let the Slayer guard it.
Literally made the soundtrack for Doom 2016 and Eternal. Ah, okay.
Of our heritage, not the makers.
Okay, well, dude makes some fucking music that slaps then. But like, don't bruh me because I just don't know names.
Maybe he didn't survive.
And it fucked him? What did they do to him?
Should we launch the Slayer now? The Sentinels will be overrun.
Then what about us?
Shooting star or falling star is actually a meteor. Oh! Which is the visible part of a meteoroid entering the Earth's atmosphere. Probably launched the Slayer. Told Mick to do the soundtrack 30 days before game got released. Didn't even sign a contract. Failed to compensate for previous music. Didn't pay him for almost a year. And the CEO put all the blame on him? Jesus. Well, you can tell there's a difference in the quality of this game. I like it, but it's not up to 2016 or Eternal. I can tell you that right now. What's up, Daz? Doom, just as in real life. Paid him for 2 hours of music when he did 4. That does not surprise me, unfortunately. Corporate bastards. Hey, Blanket! Just playing some Doom. Sooner or later.
It would appear that the Slayer no longer wishes to be detained here.
Shield power down to 35%.
Should we terminate his life functions?
And destroy the Godmaker's prized possession.
34. 33.
The usual, basically. Nice. That's a lot of demons. Well, in that case, sit back, relax, and enjoy some Doom.
Sound the alarm. Prepare for battle.
King Novik, there is an urgent call from the Creed Maker.
Lord Novik, a large horde is headed toward your position. We are launching the Slayer now. Please send forces immediately to ensure our safety.
Thank you, Bishop Creed.
Fuck it and their fucky CEO, Marty. I'll get behind that. I don't think there's a CEO out there who I support.
By the gods.
Just as a blanket rule.
Engaging reflector shield.
Miyazaki? Is Miyazaki the CEO of FromSoft? Or is he just like a lead designer or something? I don't actually know. When Boomercraft getting dirt any percent blindfolded? Maybe soon. He is? Okay, well, fair. He's the exception. He's an exception to the rule. Alright. Get to the battlefield.
All Atlas to defensive positions.
Marking the Hellgates now.
I'm never gonna ride my dragon again, am I? Energy nodes, throw a shield, activate machines. Okay, yep.
The Creed ship hasn't moved outside the combat zone. Energy production is down because of the war. This is his district. Khan would have him executed if he left.
What's up, Icarus? How you doing? You're also CEO of a local fast food chain called Burnt Mortician Socks and Catra Socks. Oh my god, you saying that reminds me. Cozy had this weird dream that Az sent me used Catra socks, and I was wearing them to, like, pass on to someone else. And I was like, well, that's a whole bundle of disgusting that would never happen. Not the CEO, he's a studio director. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think he was the CEO. Because he wouldn't have, like, hands-on work with the games. What word was I at?
Admiralty.
Sorry, I took a bad point to take a bite of food. Admiralty. The executive department or officers formerly having general authority over British naval affairs. Admiralty. 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 He was part of the Admiralty. You ever make a game studio and call it Burnt Socks? Burnt Sock Games. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh boy, I get a new gun. It's not a sword. Yo, I finally got a melee weapon. Holy shit. We're only 3.5 hours in. Additional damage to metal shields. On contact, the flail will also generate a damaging blast affects nearby enemies. The flail recharges slower than the power gauntlet. Pairing else. Oh, but it's not even a real melee weapon. I don't even give a shit about it. Fuck off, game. You want to know what pisses me off about this game? Oh, Doom Dark Ages, you still just use guns the whole time. Be lamer and less creative, please. Okay, I gotta remember timing for shit. Look at me, a sock that got burnt in the toaster. I love that there's just no explanation for why there's a sock in the toaster in the first place. Favorite weapons, why not play Ratchet and Clank? Because I've played Ratchet and Clank and I love it. But I can't only play Ratchet and Clank. Execution got real, the Imperial like in Sekiro and transform into a demon. That's cool. I mean, I'm probably not going to be day one-ing Night Rain, if I'm honest. Ratchet deadlocked 100% speedrun. Blanket, I get angry speedrunning games I like and know really well. I can't imagine how a Ratchet and Clank deadlock speedrun would go. Considering I think I played that game once in my... Who is shooting me?
We need time to repair them before we can clear a path for the lifeboats.
There are 4 more Hellgates.
I had health, and then it just disappeared for no reason. Doom 3 is better than Doom Dark Ages. Doom 3's biggest problem is it had Doom in the title. And I'm not kidding. Cutscenes are great, but Dark Ages has no good music. The music is kind of lacking, I ain't gonna lie. The gameplay is also kind of mid-tier for a Doom game. I'm going over here. Oh, wait, yeah. Duh. I'm just disappointed because when you sell a game as Dark Ages, I expect there to be swords. Not just, oh, you get a shield and you occasionally punch thing. This or Expedition 33, hands down. What's up, Laura? How you doing? Like this, honestly, that's not even a comparison. What makes Ratchet Deadlock better than Doom Dark Ages as a functional flail weapon? Honestly, I'd probably agree with that. I'm just saying, if you're gonna market a game as Dark Ages, don't just make it, oh, you still have guns. So, did you not die? You know what they didn't have in the Dark Ages? Guns. I've been such shit weather today on your day off before. Oh, that's just how it works, right? Alright, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I'm gonna go to the objective. Dark Souls 2 intro cutscene is amazing, but Dark Souls 2 gameplay? Yeah, but the thing with Dark Souls 2 is Dark Souls 2 is still better than like 80% of games. It's just the weakest Souls game. Like, being the worst Dark Souls game is like being the shortest billionaire. Oh no. Can you fly? I had a dragon for like 2 levels, and then the dragon went away. Moral encounters. Moral encounters feature a leader demon that is shielded until the morale meter is empty. Morale is depleted by killing demons. The more powerful the demon, the more morale will deplete. Alright, that's an odd mechanic, but you know what? Sure. Give me that. Could you fuck off behind me, one random guy? No. I don't want to use the life sigil. I feel like I ditched it, in all honesty. Like, I was having a good time with the dragon, and then the game was like, well, that's all the dragon you get. Which is kind of a theme I'm noticing in this. Oh, that's the leader. You do something cool, and then you leave it behind. Yeah, do the sigil. I don't care. And see, that's, you get the finisher, and then you just, like, punch him with the shield. How was my weekend? Blanket, did you happen to hear about my day on Thursday night, Friday, when I was telling... You know what, I'll just tell the story again. So this is how my weekend went, and this is why the stream was canceled Friday. So Thursday night, that one was actually cool. We actually did something neat. Thursday night, I'm up till like 3 in the morning. I go to bed at about 3:30. At about 3:30, our fire alarm / carbon monoxide detector goes out. Marty Stratton is a cunt. Google how to make it. Okay. Okay. Our fire alarm smoke detector goes off at like 3:30 in the morning. Or carbon monoxide detector goes off at 3:30 in the morning. So we get up, we start getting the animals together, and then it just stops. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go outside to see what's going on to make sure nothing's on fire. It's literally only going off in our unit. So I'm like, okay, we go back to bed. Could you fuck off? We end up going back to bed, and then 5 minutes later, it goes off again. So at this point, we get our shit, we get the animals together. Cozy gives me the keys to her car. She's like, hey, go start my car. It's like 40 degrees outside. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go out, I start the car. I go out, start her car. I call my boss, because I work at a hotel. You know, it's like 4 in the morning. I'm like, hey, this is what's up. This is what happened. We don't allow cats at the hotel, so I can't stay there, which I am not happy about. So Cozy then turns her car off. And we start calling around other hotels. Yeah, do the thing. I don't even give a shit, game. The next cheapest hotel was $400 for one night. Because of the animals, it would have cost us $400 to get a hotel room for one night. So that's not an option. So we decide that we're just gonna, hang out in the car. Cozy's like, hey, why don't we go to McDonald's? We'll get something to eat since we're just sitting out here waiting. I'm like, all right, cool. So she goes to start her car. Her car won't start. You're awake? Welcome to the land of the living, Crown. Could be worse, like last week you think before they got Uncle's dead wife's brother died. That sucks, Dace. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm not done. We still got a ways to go in this story. So Cozy's car won't start. So we're like, okay, we can't do anything about it now. I'm like, I'll take my car, I'll go to McDonald's, and I'll get us some food. He jumped off a building? Jesus Christ. Condolences to your family, man. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to McDonald's, I'll get us some food. Oh, it's a tank, that's... Oh, no, I'm not using the third aid again. Damn, that's fucked up, man. So I go to McDonald's, I get some food, I'm on the way back. And they're doing some road work down between, like, my house and McDonald's. My apartment and McDonald's. So I'm going back. And they do this thing where they'll put a metal plate in the road. To cover, like, a hole until they're done with the construction. Normally, I just swerve around this metal plate, but there's a car in the lane next to me, so I can't. Ultraviolence. How you doing, human? People are dropping like flies? Seems like it. But I end up hitting this plate at all of, 20, 25 miles an hour. My car is already, like, pretty fucked up. So it causes the undercarriage shield, like a big plastic piece on the bottom, to fall off. And it's dragging on the road. You can't hear anything over that. And I was already wanting to get my car looked at for a couple of noises already. So these are not helping, right? So I get back to the apartment. I tell Cozy what happened. And we hang out for a little bit. We finally decide a local store near us opens at 6. Why did I... A local store opens at 6, so we decide I'll just go down there when they open, and I will get us a carbon monoxide detector, and I'll walk it through the apartment, and we'll see, if it goes off, we know what the problem is, and if it doesn't go off, it's just like a false alarm with the, smoke detector. I go to start my car a little before 6, and then my car won't start. Alright, sure. So now my car won't start. I remember that my brother works near where I live, so I give him a call. Thankfully, he's already on his way into work. So he swings by. He tells Cozy that her car battery's dead. My car actually starts after he's there, but I still can't drive it because of the undercarriage dragging on the ground. And then... so he gives me a ride to the store, and I get a carbon monoxide detector. Which... Okay. Which thankfully doesn't go off, so we come back in, we go to sleep. Granted, it's like 7 in the morning at this point. Yeah, that was my Thursday night, Friday morning. And then yesterday, we go to visit my mom because she has some like little ramps you drive your car up on, so that way you can get under the car to work on it. She has a couple of those that she's letting me borrow, so I go pick them up, and I get back on the interstate to come home, and I end up going an hour in the wrong direction. I don't know how I did that, but I only realized that because Cozy's family lives a couple hours away from us, and I see a sign, basically I see a road sign for their town that says, oh, it's 60 miles away, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And Cozy's asleep in the passenger seat by this point, but she wakes up to me saying that, and she's like, what happened? And I tell her. And she's not exactly happy about it, but, you know, what can you do? We just wasted an hour of our day driving in the wrong direction, so I then had to turn around and drive an hour back where I came from. That's how my weekend was. Dense spherical core that deals damage on contact before being retracted. Hold right, left trigger, shoot to charge it up. Increase the damage, max range, and speed. Fully charged sharp will deal significant damage. Okay. Alright. That's neat. Not a sword.
Cache located. Seek out additional stockpiles.
Nah, for real, it was not. And like, sorry, I had to take a drink. My family always says, like my mom always says, bad things come in threes. You know, that's like a saying, other people say it too. But damn, they usually wait a couple days between things. You know, it's not just like boom, boom, boom. But I will say, Sunday, we got Cozy a new battery for her car, so her car works fine now. A friend of ours is letting us borrow a car. Borrow, like, one of their cars. So... then no one in your family will remain. Damn, that's dark, Deus. It's funny, but that's dark. What's a big key? Alright, this... I don't really like this gun too much, if I'm honest. But yeah, we got Cozy's car fixed, so it's working now. I'm gonna work on my car tomorrow after the stream. I won't be able to fully fix it, but at the very least, if I can get that plastic piece off, then I won't have to, then I can take it to a mechanic. Because I can't even, like, drive it to a mechanic as it sits. Hopefully some luck. I'm hoping. I was actually thinking, you know, I should probably go buy a lotto ticket because I'm due for a little luck, right? I didn't know there were any artillery cannons, but I took out one of them. But I'm like, shit, maybe I should buy a scratch-off or something, just to see. You just bought one earlier? See, I don't think, like, there's any real point in picking the numbers. Like, some people play the same numbers all the time. But realistically, like, any set of numbers has the same odds of getting picked. So you might as well just, like, pick whatever numbers. That's how I always looked at it. But no, I'd probably just buy, like, a scratcher or something. There's just random ones? Yeah, that's usually what I think the best option is. I can upgrade something. Yeah, I want that actually. Give me the fire rate. I'm gonna unload on people with this thing. On demons. Demons! Leader detected. Ow. Who is over here just going boom? Hold on, let me... Frosty's saying, newscast update. Chat's in a wild ride. Deus is weighing game choices while Blanket critiques weapon variety. Laura shares weather woes and luck attempts with random numbers. Meanwhile, Deus dies in some dark family news. Crowd Shocked is just waking up to this roller coaster of emotion. Stay tuned for more twists and turns in Mort's stream. I don't think you can just pick the same number every time, Deus. In fact, there's only one of each number in the drawing. That's not what you meant? Ow. Blow these guys up. Sorry, I gotta destroy the morale of the demons a little more. Sir, you have no skin left. Yeah, use a sigil, I don't care. If you win, you let us know. I appreciate that. Hey, I won't let money change me if I win the lotto, but there will be signs. Yeah, died, use this. I don't even care, game. It's... You're not gonna give me the sword I want, so I don't even, like... I'm not super invested in the game anymore. Oh, there's a Mancubus up there. That's where... Yeah, use a sigil, whatever. It'd be really cool if the metal exploded at any point in time. Hey, Gianna. But will you share? What would the signs be? I'd get my car fixed. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't care enough about the game anymore to actually play it. Hurt me plenty. It's fine. I'm not gonna let me losing the sword that I never even like had has taken me out of this game. They missed a golden opportunity. Alright, I gotta... Get up there! So I can... Okay, I would have preferred to, you know, get the health from him, but that's okay. Leaked from hell, really hope things open. I appreciate that. They will. I mean, they already are. It's just, you know, when it happens, it happens. You know, I can't just have some issues in my life. I have to have issues in my life. Okay, so on Hurt Me Plenty, the Hell Knight just doesn't show up. I'm sorry, who did that? Oh no, there he is. Actually, if I won a significant amount in the lottery, the most obvious sign you guys would see is I would just be streaming a lot. You'd be like, Mort, don't you have to go to work? You've been streaming for 7 hours. I'd be like, nope, sure don't. Oh yeah, we'll use the chain shot. Could you fuck off, Invisible Man? This Pinky does not even have a face anymore. Let the poor thing die. Deus, at least here in the States, it's any number from 0 to 99. Just to add, yeah, just to, you know, lower your odds a little bit there. Boom. Oh, get him. Let's say, I don't really play the lotto. I also don't really gamble. Every time you type half what you want to say, it legit just refreshes, pauses, and deletes what you said. Oh my god, I would lose my mind. Gonna lurk a little because you're cooking your dinner? Hell yeah! Wait, hold on, I have to ask. What are you making? Dinner. What's for dinner? You literally destroyed these cookies. Got back and had set everything up again. RIP. I don't know. Twitch has been having some, like, issues lately. Sure. Ow. Man, round the corner, fireball, Baron of Hell, right there. No, like, a lot of people have been having issues with Twitch lately. Hot dogs and chips and mac and cheese bites on the side. Just gotta check you don't want to burn. No, you good. That doesn't sound half bad in all honesty. Oh, that's Saturn devouring the sun. Kind of. I'm a man who can appreciate a nice hot dog. Give me that gold. Boom. Can't wait for SteamOS to be compatible with anti-cheat and goodbye Windows. If you can use it to make music. Oh, fuck Windows True. I mean, yeah. I honestly don't know what exactly I'm going to do when October rolls around and Windows 10 gets EOL'd. Because I'm pretty sure I have 10 on my desktop. I don't actually know off the top of my head, but I'm like 95% sure. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they extended the deadline for EOL for end of life for Windows, just because there's so many businesses that use Windows 10 that they can't just like get rid of it. Mort OS win? You don't want Sock OS. How you doing, Aliki? Yeah, you guys think you want SOC OS. You don't want SOC OS. You would only be able to play games after I streamed them, and there would be a direct Discord shortcut to my Twitch, YouTube, and all that, and Discord. Oh, actually, I just remembered. I was able to get followage working. Finally. Such a lame execution. It's alright, now you flip them around? Hell yeah. And make compatible with all AMD hardware, have anti-cheat, and be compatible with music making apps, and you can ditch Windows. Is that all? Is that small list of things all that needs done? Alright, what the hell did that do? For you, yes. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh. I mean, I would honestly probably get SteamOS. Oh, okay. Hello, random imp. Like I said, I look over in chat, there's just asses jiggling away. I would have to find, you know, I gotta find something to do once Windows 10 gets EOL'd. I don't go through that door? Okay. Ah. I will say one important question. Game is best on max difficulty, 150% speed. I would honestly believe that. If I was good enough to play it on max difficulty, I would. But it would just be me dying all the damn time. I'm sorry, what was that guy even trying? He had one arm, and he was just like, I'm gonna charge at him. That was the most... Yes, this is the one you purposely don't update. Because it will crash more if you do. Which is absolutely insane to me. There are 11 secrets in that level? God damn. The Oblivion remaster was great. But yeah, this one is kind of meh, if I'm honest. I'm still probably gonna finish it. Like, unless something so egregious happens.
Slayer, this There's a turret in the courtyard you can use to hold them off.
Why Doom Dark Ages is perfect. You know what? If people think it's perfect, if people love it, good for them. I would disagree. But I'm not going to deny anybody their opinion. Alright, shit's getting a little hairy. Okay, we fine. Haha, now you're naked. Unbelievably perfect. You know, it's just because it's Dark Ages and you don't primarily melee, I can't say it's perfect. Beyond anything else, that's my biggest issue with it. Maybe that's on me for not looking into the game at all before I played it, but when you call something Dark Ages, to me, that conjures a picture of, swords and shields and spears and flails and hammers. And that would have been a fucking sick game. Alright, well. That would have been so damn cool. You like sword fight, because you could keep the parry mechanic, you could get in there, shield bash, cleave your way through legions of demons. Dark Souls is the best game ever. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm not disagreeing. Actually, I am disagreeing. Dark Souls can't be the best game ever because Bloodborne exists. Whoop. Ow. Too bad this is the Dark Souls of Doom games. Honestly, all I wanted was sword and shield. All I wanted was a big sword to hack demons in half with.
Father, don't go alone. Commander, he signed off.
Ah! Enemies! Enemies abound! Bloodborne is the most Dark Souls of the Dark Souls do. It's the most born of the blood. Throw your controller through your monitor out of frustration for the authentic Dark Souls feel. No, in my advanced age, I prefer... Okay, well, I just called myself super fucking old. I prefer just to squeeze my controller incredibly tightly so you hear the plastic all start to strain under the force. That's my preferred method these days. Actually, my preferred method is to just yell and curse. Like, ah, this is a bunch of fucking horse shit. Just had the most bloodborne Dark Souls with Souls-like strokes. Having a stroke is truly the Dark Souls of medical conditions. Oh, here it is. It's okay, Stor's older than I am, and he still calls me old all the time. I'm going to revoke his kneecap privileges the next time I see him in person. Bibbidi baps, I'm coming for them kneecaps. I'm gonna use a polarizer for a bit. Give me that health. Bippity baps, coming for them kneecaps. These are the most Dark Souls kneecap injuries bringing in the groceries before. RIP. I still have the mentality that I can get all the groceries in one trip. And if I can't, then what am I? Who am I as a person? If I can't get all the groceries in one go. I'm not me anymore. Force Online, Force Ray Tracing, $80. De Novo, Eula. No Mick Gordon. Physical Edition doesn't have full game on disc. People can't afford to find newer, more expensive GPUs. Yeah. RIP. Exactly. Stop empowering people, you ass! Quit empowering my enemies! Okay, well now everybody's dead. Basically you're crying because you can't pirate it, can't afford a PC. This, I'm sorry, but what? Also, De Novo is just terrible DRM because it, like, makes games borderline unplayable half the time. Dinner is done? Hell yeah! W. Laura. Got that din-din. About accessibility, no game is worth $80. Oh, 100%. That's one of the big issues I have with, like, game studios being like, ah, yes, we're gonna start charging $80 for games. I've never in my life played a game where I was like, this is an $80 experience. And no game that gets made with that, like, pricing is going to change my mind about that. De Nuvo, I barely know her. Fucking got him. Alright, whatever. Add-ons are comment on the guy that thinks this game isn't perfect. Second list is some dumbass giving excuses for big companies to do shit. Last is you rebuking his 3-item list. Oh, okay. I mean, there's quite a few reasons this game isn't perfect. Mostly, a big part of it is I don't think there can be a perfect game. No game is perfect. Frosty's asking, in his debut 2001-2 premiere season, this prolific Dutch forward was immediately recognized by his peers. Who won Player of the Year? Buddy, Frosty, you could tell me just about anything and I'd probably believe it for who won Player of the Year. How about at least dinner turned out good? Nice. A good meal will honestly, like... I say until tomorrow's stream. A good meal can turn things around. Actually, speaking of tomorrow's stream, well, I'll wait till ads are over to say this. Because I feel like people are going to want to hear this. Daddy. Someone thinks this is a Game of the Year contender. If this wins Game of the Year, that's just proof that they're paid for. Prolific Dutch forward sounds like something you need to Google with safe search on. But the prolific Dutch forward was apparently Rod van Nistelrooy. Okay, yeah, sure. That's a real name. That's not a fake name you just came up with, Frosty. No. So tomorrow, with Fortnite, if I get a victory royale, I will sing the Fortnite song where it's like, #1 victory royale, yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. I will sing that whole song every time I get a victory royale. I will be very surprised if I get any, though. I'll try. Like, I ain't gonna just, like, whiff the game. But anytime I get get a victory royale, I will sing that song. So that's something else for you guys to look forward to when I'm doing it. Or gets 5 new subs, so I'll buy a battle pass. You know what? sure. If I get, only for tomorrow's stream, but if I get 5 subs on tomorrow, how much is the battle pass before I commit to this? What does the battle pass cost in USD? $10 USD? Yeah, you know what? Sure. Sure. Tomorrow, if I get 5 subs during the Fortnite stream, I will buy the battle pass. So wait till tomorrow if you're gonna sub. No, that doesn't sound like a bad thing to do. Okay, let's... yeah, use a life sigil. Because I like doing stuff like that. I like rewarding you guys for rewarding me. You know. So that could be fun.
Structural damage detected.
Also, that might give me an excuse to stream it again. Who knows? Because there's a chance I could just get real into it. What if I just became a Fortnite streamer after tomorrow? We'll have to reevaluate our relationship. Maybe not. I mean, it probably won't happen. But it could. You never know. You followed a long time guy just because of this shit? Well, no.
Emergency protocols are in effect. Please clear the hangar immediately.
I just get two into Fortnite. You hope not being truthful? Look, like I said, it probably won't happen because I don't foresee me getting dunked on by a bunch of 4th graders to be the epitome of joy in my life. That will probably actually be my least favorite part of tomorrow, is the knowledge that 80% of my deaths will be attributed to people who I would have to tell to stop running down the hallways at the hotel I work at. Okay, okay, okay. Could I, like, knock the armor off of this asshole? Here we go, Jesus. Play an actual game like Baba Is You. I actually want to play Baba Is You. But Deus, Fortnite got redeemed.
Several demonic signals are moving to King.
I can't say no to the channel points.
It's Azric. Slayer. You have to help him.
This is a long level. These last two levels have been kind of long. But the points hath spoken. And the points said, you gotta play Fortnite. Put in jail with no probation. Oh, up here. Okay. It's okay. One roughly 6-hour Fortnite stream won't kill us. Probably.
Has been evacuated.
It'll be all the 4th graders dunking on me that kill me. Sundration, yep, get that. Alright. Now I've got my shield fully upgraded. It's what I always wanted. I don't know what upgrades are even worth getting. You know, we're gonna make them explode if they catch on fire. I don't have enough. Oh, no, wait, I do. And we're gonna pull out the cycler. No, but you'll make you question what you're doing. You're watching me get killed by children. That's what you'll be doing.
Tricks, old king.
I just can't 100% guarantee that you won't be here during the stream. That's fine, Deus. You don't have to be here for all of them. If you want to show up, you're more than welcome. But if you don't want to, I get it. Aha, rip. I also want to do some, what are they, death runs? Or it's just like obstacle courses you have to parkour through.
It is.
Alright, that's neat. I do like how Doom Guy was like, run. Wait, does he ever talk? Do I have to sit through all of this? Dark Souls 2 intro cinematic is so good, though. It is. I actually, like, I've never finished Dark Souls 2. Mostly just, it's such a long fucking game. Like, I have Scholar of the First Sin. I've played it.
If the tether is removed, the makers, their directive was clear. What would you have us do? Nothing.
It can't be removed. We scanned it.
Oh, hold on. Begone, bot! Have I finished Cuphead? No. I made it partway through. I think to the circus area, the second area. I couldn't do it.
Call it the heart of Argent. Anyone who wields it, they'd have the power of a god. Stronger than maybe even you. But the heart is incomplete. It's
The dog is doing good.
The other half is a power source.
He does have a bit of an ear infection, but we got some drops for him.
Balin's search party is still active.
If he ever gets control of it, that much power in Hell's hands, none of us would survive. Unlock the ancestral forge.
But we got this stuff for him. We got him to the vet, so he's got drops and stuff. I will.
I ask only to be heard. Contact the ministry. You are stranded in this realm. There is no one left to trust. That is why you allow me to speak.
Literally making a deal with the devil. It's always some fat guy in a floaty chair. Every time. Your uncle after rehab. Astrophysicists see some evidence of UAPs and whatnot. So does this other scientist. I mean, there's a lot of evidence for UAPs. That's unidentified aerial phenomena, right? Not underrated adult pharmaceuticals. Future weapon, we gonna play Doom.
My people guarded this forest for generations.
Man, I'll just tell you right now, I am not too angry to die. Or too angry to not die. I am actually, like, an incredibly chill person most of the time, so I would just die instantaneously. OAP? Ostracized adult pharmaceuticals. Is man's not final form, but an overloaded rot in a hover chair? Is this not peak? You may not like it, but this is peak. This is the peak of male performance. Look, I for one look forward to the day when we can sit in a hover chair and let our legs atrophy while we balloon up to 400 pounds. Old age pensioner? Ah. Do I have to... Is that in here? Oh, okay. So I need to... Okay. I thought it was hovering there. Go away, little guys. Elden Ring confirmed to have live action. I know, I heard about that. Which is crazy to me. I don't know what the movie would even be. Because there's such... FromSoft games have this such ambiguous story. Like, is the movie just going to be going around showing a guy fighting cool-looking bosses? My best guess is, like, you think it could work? I think it can work. I don't think it will. I think that if you're going to make a video game like into another form of media, the only way you can realistically do it and have it not be absolute shit is a miniseries. Tarnish starting out, wandering about, fighting bosses. Look, that'll be cool as hell, and I'll love to see it, but that's not a story. There's no substance to it. And I say this as somebody who's definitely going to watch it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna see that. Ow. But I think, like, a mini-series. Morgott, Mogwin, Michaela, Millicent, Melina, Malakath, Muriel, America Streaming. Okay, that's the other... That's actually a really good point, though. You expect me to believe... Really need it, or you're just there with Tarnish just wondering what's happening and just reacting to it? It'd be really funny if, like, the only dialogue in the whole game, or the only thing the Tarnish says, is just like, what the fuck, man? What is this bullshit? What the fuck? Everyone's all hyped for the Elden Ring movie until they learn that the Tarnish is going to be played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Duration gets a poorly made PVC Millennia helmet. Oh, I'm staying the whole time. It would be so goddamn funny if they got The Rock to play the Tarnished in the Elden Ring movie. Literally nothing would ever top that comedically. Like, we would just have to stop being fun, like, stop comedy. Tarnished will be played by Chris Pratt. That would also be peak. Thought Ronnie and Millennia were the same character. Okay, that was the other point I was going to make before the game started kicking my ass a little bit. Do you expect me to believe that a casual moviegoer is going to be able to tell the difference between Morgoth, Mogwin, Mikola, Millicent, Melania, Malakath, and Muriel, and all these other M names? Shit, I barely can keep track of them half the time.
We lost hundreds when they took control of the mine.
Now, I feel like as a miniseries, it could possibly work. Just because then you can do more exposition, you can do more stuff. But as a movie, you're limited to like a 2-hour runtime. Ronnie looks like the blue version of Millennia, and Millennia wears blue. Yeah. So there's just... I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it'll be good. I think it'll look amazing. Hold on. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I think it will look amazing. I think we're gonna see bosses in like a cool way that we've like wanted to see and stuff like that. I think that part will be peak. I think every other aspect of the game is going to leave, or the movie is going to leave a lot to be desired. Millennia means blue, isn't blue. Ronnie looks like Millennia is blue. Oh, you're up there. That's okay. Yeah, out of everything in the game, Deus, that's the part that's really confusing and not straightforward. Wondering is action RPG set an authentic dark fantasy world? No, it isn't. It's high fantasy.
But the Forge still has power
It can be dark and high. Look, like a goth hitting a bong. It can be dark and high at the same time. Or like a rainbow goth hitting a bong. It can be dark, colorful, and high. Elden Ring Dark Fantasy, Elden Ring... Bloodborne isn't Dark Fantasy either, though. Bloodborne is Lovecraftian. Alright, let me see what Frosty's got to say. Attention, coming soon to a chat near you. In a world where a sword is but a whisper. Join Mort's Chat Saga. Laura sends pup love while Deus debates UAPs and Doom IRL. Aliki's rehab Uncle Bob's clash with cosmic theories. Elden Ring's live action dreams spark debate. Chris Pratt is tarnished. Will they earn a PVC prize? Tune in for lore, laughs, and legendary chat banter. It's gothic horror with Lovecraft. I'd say it's more Lovecraft set in a gothic setting, as opposed to gothic horror. Especially because in the DLC, you actually just go to Innsmouth. Yharnam? Okay, but still, like... Yharnam looks like Prague, but can be a fill-in for Arkham. Blood? Werewolves?
The Slayer has reached the cliffside barracks.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of starts more gothic, I'll admit, but I will say overall, I feel like it's more Lovecraftian than anything. Go to this portal. I can't jump through and go to hell. Okay. Okay. You wanna play this game? Gizzo villagers. That's because they're being possessed by a Lovecraftian entity through the use of blood from an ancient god. Which is very Lovecraftian. It's cosmic horror at the core of the game. It's also gothic horror as the first layer of the Jawbreaker. Yeah, but would you define what something is by its first layer or by its internals? Would you say a pie is bread because the outside is crust? No. It's a blueberry pie because the insides are blueberry. Or what have you. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. It has, well, it isn't just Cosmic Horror. Anyone else says it's Gothic Horror, but it has both. Yeah, no, it's, I would agree with that. It's not just Gothic Horror, but it's also not just Cosmic Horror. But I would say it is primarily Cosmic Horror, with just a Gothic exterior. Give me your heart! Are things still alive around here?
The cannons in the watchtower can clear a path.
Ah, cool. Oh, I see. Gothic Horror, Wrap Layer, yeah. It's got like a nice Gothic exterior with a Cosmic Horror interior. Like a goth who's an astrophysicist. Dark Gothic exterior with a Cosmic Horror interior. It's insane how well these analogies are working.
These mines were built to harvest the raw materials of the ancestral beast. The forge is inside.
Bonk.
That lift will take you down. We're not far now.
I like how they have a mine set up to mine the internals of a creature that is roughly the size of Africa that just casually walked around on the planet. Because that's not how any of that works. Grenade launcher. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Definitely medieval. Arcing projectile. High directed and explosive damage. Multiple times before detonating, but will detonate it immediately upon hitting an enemy. That's...
We can enhance your weapons inside the forge.
Whoop. Oh, you thought, game. Thought you were gonna trick me with that little air gap. Get the one behind me? Nice.
Picking up high levels of demonic presence near the forge.
Whee! Okay. I have a feeling they want me to use the, grenade launcher here. But I'm just like, or I could throw shield. and slice people in half. Like that. Oh, okay. Some of the Dark Souls 2 cutscenes like look straight out of Lord of the Rings. Oh! Can't get 5 big booms. Oh, you have to. Boom! Boom! That one missed. Boom! Died. Alright, try that one more time. I do actually have to stop a little bit early tonight because I gotta be at work a little bit early, but I got time for one more attempt. And we'll get the 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Okay, that's 3. Four. 5. Boom, baby! Oh, scary. Of course. Come on, put that shield down. Whoop. Come on, put the shield down. That was easy. Easy peasy. Hey, chapter complete. That's perfect timing. Got a ruby for that, damn. Okay. No, that is great timing because I got to be at work a little early, so I'm going to say thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. I will be back tonight. Me and Katra are going to be playing some Kingdom 2 Crowns. So look forward to that. That'll be later. And then I'll be here tomorrow with some Fortnite. And then Expedition 33 later in the week. See you next week. Well, see you then, Deus. Have a great night, guys. Have a great week, Deus, because I won't be able to tell you a great night later, apparently. But yeah, everybody have a great night, great week, great day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Do we got enough people for me to raid out? Let me check. Hey, wait, before I go, somebody test the followage command, followage, to make sure it still works. Or to make sure it's working right. If somebody could try that real quick, I would appreciate it. It's just !followage. I can't test it because because it's my channel, so I'm always following me. And Twitch is saying, hey, it works! Fantastic. Thank you, Deus. 1 year, 7 months, and 16 days. Wow. Wow, that's insane. That's crazy to think about. All right, we got enough people for me to raid out, so I'm going to drop you guys off somewhere. Let's see. I'm just going to drop you guys off with local spin. They're playing some Abiotic Factor. Thank you guys for watching. Let's start the raid. But no, for real, have a great night, guys. Adios. And I will see you all, hopefully tonight, with some Kingdom 2 crowns. If not, I will catch you later with something, I am sure. Oh.
I'm going purple. Oh my goodness. Is that the Mortician of Faith popping in with a raid for me on my birthday?